Hello everyone, welcome to our episode Showcase on Dark Souls 3, the Ring City DLC. So today's going to be a bit longer video than usual, but there's a reason. You're going to learn something new, guaranteed. Well, I'm going to say almost guaranteed. I can't speak for every single person out there, but I believe I have some unique information. Well, probably not unique either, but whatever, let's get started. It is the Frayed Blade. The weapon you transmute from Darkeater Midir, I think I pronounce his name. So yes, the description of this weapon reads, a dragon weapon, symbolizing Darkeater Midir. I think that's how you pronounce it. The once exquisite blade is now stained black, and frayed at the hilt, without its sheath, scabbeth, soon crumpling into nothing. The skill is the hold, wait, assuming a holding stance which a normal attack sends a shockwave along the earth and a strong attack commits a series of slashes. Then why do they call it hold? That's what bugs me, like they name the skill the same as the other katanas, but it has something completely different. Moving on. Visually, well, it's like any other katana except with all that weird stuff on it. I don't know, some growth, erosion, I'm not sure what to call that stuff. But otherwise, it's shaped like any other normal katana. Maybe there's some special subgroup for katanas, what it exactly looks like, but for everyone who's not interested in such things, it simply looks like another katana. Pretty simple in that ideology. But let's move on to the stats. Going on to the stats for the Frayed Blade. Well, physically, we've got average damage. However, we got a lot of bonus damage. A lot. 85 will no doubt have it surpassing the basic physical. And also we got 41 dark damage. In additional effects, we got 34 bleed damage, which is nice. Could come in handy. True bonus, we got E for strength and a B for dexterity. Here's a dexterity weapon we need, but there's a catch. In a true requirement, you need 11 strength and 40 dexterity. The highest requirement for any weapon for dexterity. So yeah, and my character just now meets that. Then we got the hold skill at 18 FP for one attack and then 11 for the other. Strange that the power attack's cheaper. The weight is 8.0, making it quite a hefty katana, and the durability is only 20, making it quite fragile. So we'll see how it does. Now, also I gotta mention, it's actually one of the heaviest katanas. The only thing outweighing it is the washing pole. Well, that blade's quite long, so it makes sense. So why is it so heavy? Going on to the animations, well, you got the basic animation attack for sure across all the katanas. The power attack is no different either. It's still the same attack from across all the normal katanas. It's nothing new in terms of normal animation for single-handed. Dual-handed, again the stereotypical, well it's more like formal strikes of up and down. Power attacks is the overhead strike and up and undercut, so nothing new there. For the rolling attack, you got the basic slash. For the heavy rolling attack, it's actually almost the same thing, just heavier and slower. Then we got the hold attack. So the normal attack sends a shockwave, which we see it travels, even up walls. Interesting. So yeah, that could be pretty useful. And then the power attack, which is very anime inspired. Series of slashes. Using the weapon in the left hand offers no real advantages whatsoever, so there's really no point to it. And the sprint attack's rapid jab. So overall, pretty good animations. The usual fast ones. Now, when upgrading the Frayed Blade, you'll be using Titanite scales since it is used from the boss, Darkeater Midir. So, and we can see the first upgrade, your true bonus for strength goes to a D, so that's something. So it won't take very many upgrades to surpass the base physical damage. And this is the bonus damage you will get when you're able to wield this weapon. I only have 40 dexterity. My strength is 60, so that won't affect it too much. And second upgrade, because the true bonus for dexterity goes to an A. So yes, we've already surpassed the base damage, which is excellent. And here we are at the final upgrade. You get quite a bit of damage there, though the dark doesn't scale though, but will that hold it back? Possibly, but though you have excellent dexterity in terms of scaling. Now, it is no surprise, since this is a boss weapon, that it cannot be infused. And then again, it also has the built-in dark damage, so no surprise with that. In fact, very few of the katanas can actually be infused, or actually no, you can have roughly half of them, I guess. And you can obviously can't buff it because it already has a buff on it. The dark effect, as I mentioned earlier. Alright. Now, before I go into performance, here's the washing pole. Very long. It's definitely got the length. Here's a Frayed Blade. Yep. Here's a washing pole again. Here's a Frayed Blade. Here's a washing pole. What's the difference between these two? It's got weird textures. Just kidding. The length. Now, here's the washing pole at its ultimate distance of it while being attacked. This is the sprint attack being demonstrated by my little compatriot here. As you see, it's a pretty good distance there that he can step back and still jab. As see, it's very absolute limit of reach. That not every time he'll hit me, so it's roughly 50% area there. Now, the Frayed Blade from the same distance. You can see the washing pole in my hand. It is a dramatically big scale difference. However, the Frayed Blade has the same distance as the washing pole. I don't know why it does. It doesn't even look like the same length, like a whole foot of difference, but it's simply how it is. With that out of the way, let's go on to the actual performance. Now, we're going to be doing probably the usual stuff, backstabs and such. But we should get plenty of damage out of this, that's for certain. Alright, let's go backstab. Nice, 600. Let's go meet that speed slash. Well, that's quick. Look at that, I'm in there and out. I had enough time to dodge. That's been the problem with a lot of the special moves of the weapons as of late, is that they take too long to set up. This weapon? Nope. I'm in and out very quickly. Let's see. In and out quickly. Got our backstab. Alright. Let's try that dark damage on the others, since these guys only have dark damage resistance. That definitely hurts him. Ooh, power attack's nice and powerful too. It doesn't take much FP. Look, I only used it twice, 2 moves. Let's see, does it go through? Definitely goes through. Though the shockwave doesn't do too terribly much damage. It probably looks like it's either that or they hit him multiple times. Let's try the speed slash. Oh god. And that was bleed damage. He just suffered from bleed damage just then. Excellent. In just one attack. Can I go through his shield though? Let's see. Try the... Okay, there's that move on him. Not as much damage as Deacon's, but that's probably because of the armor. Okay, we can see here that it can actually... doesn't ricochet, but yeah, I'm not getting through that. I'm not getting through that shield. What about the other attack? The shockwave. I have doubts. Let's see. Oop. Nope. Not so easy. Let's see, what's the reach of that thing? Let's try from here. So that's the reach, huh? Okay. So we couldn't see, can go through his shield. But how does it fare against our Gargoyle? The Gargoyle is resistant to blade attacks, you know, slashing attacks, but the dark damage easily makes up for that. Easily. The Gargoyle has 0 dark damage resistance. You see I just can cut through him so rapidly, and combining those moves is also useful. Another useful thing, something that is not labeled anywhere. You can cause that bleed damage through shields. So anyone who's using a shield is in danger of you. With all these things combined, this weapon is excellent. Some people are disappointed by the lack of dex weapons. Well, in my opinion, this weapon alone makes up for that. It's probably one of the best, if not the best, dex weapon. It's like, wow, the bleed damage is so easy to do on a weapon. For once. For once. Excellent. Moving on to the pros and cons of the Frayed Blade. On the pros, it's extremely powerful. For how quick it is, the DPS and that damage goes hand in hand wonderfully. The special is both powerful and quick. It can cause bleed damage through shields and easily causes that bleed damage. Going on to cons, well, you cannot be buffed or infused, but that makes sense on this weapon. And I was a little, in my excitement, I forgot to mention that this weapon is still fragile. So you gotta be a little careful with it. Unlike the washing pole, the special moves do drain the durability quite quickly. So that is a problem. Now it's also quite hefty for a katana. Compared to the other katanas, it's almost double the weight. Alright. Yeah, and that's pretty much the pros and cons. Going on to the score for the Frayed Blade. Damage, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. Excellent damage, very fast. Mainly that speed's important. Reach, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. The special move, the Shockwave, is pretty much equivalent to the reach of most pikes, so pretty much give it a 9 out of 10. Animation is where it falters a little bit. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It borrowed all the base katana moves, but it's unique, almost entirely unique special, other than the hold itself. Scaling, 10 out of 10. Anything that surpasses the base damage is excellent in terms of scaling, in my opinion. And you got that scaling damage when you just equipped it. For miscellaneous, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. If you're going to use any katana, use this one. Washing pole, useless now. Use this one. Unless you really want the hold with the washing pole. Because it's the same range as the washing pole. So in total, I give the Frayed Blade 43 out of 50. It's a must-have. Must-have for everyone who wants to use katana. And maybe then some. So there you have it. The Frayed Blade is excellent. For me personally, I found most of these DLC weapons, I felt indifferent to them. Like a very bunch of meh. But this weapon is the one. The one that I love from this DLC. Screw the other giant weapons. That katana outdoes everything else by leaps and bounds, in my opinion. And that's Showcase for today. Thank you all for watching, and hope to see you guys next time. Take care out there.